When we were little children and we felt unhappy, we naturally blamed other things or people for our gloom. As we grew up, our IQ definitely increased. But did we grow in EQ as well? EQ is the emotional intelligence quotient. How to grow in that is what we are going to discuss today on the 5th day of our happiness challenge as we discuss the art of happiness. There was a woman who would always criticize the neighbors to her husband. Look, my dear husband, the neighbor's house wall is so patchy. They are such untidy people. Oh my, look at the clothes on the clothesline. They're full of stains. Oh look, they have not even cleaned their car today. However, one day she woke up and she looked outside the window and said, "What has happened, my dear husband? To our neighbors, everything is clean today." The husband responded, "Nothing has happened. The only thing I did was, at night I cleaned our window pane." Well, it may seem silly, but that is very often the reality of our life. Our own window pane is dirty and we are finding faults on the outside. If we have made it a habit to point fingers at things, we need to rethink and take a look whether we ourselves are at fault. I am reminded of this patient who went to meet the doctor. He said, "Oh doctor, my whole body is paining." So the doctor said, "Let me check." He took his finger and placed the patient's finger on his thigh and said, "Is it paining?" The patient screamed, so painful." The doctor said, "Okay, let's try again." He took the finger and put it on his forehead. Now, "Ooh, doctor, I've never experienced such misery." Again, the doctor took his finger and put it on his arm. Now, "Oh, doctor, so much." The doctor showed him his finger. There was a splinter right there. That paining finger was making it seem as if the whole body was in pain. In the same way, if it seems to us that this world is defective, the government is a problem, Kalyug is a problem, etc., we need to ponder again and see whether the problem is not within us. There are two kinds of people in the world: those who are reactive and those who are proactive. The proactive ones know that their emotions are the choice that they make for themselves. The reactive ones don't realize this gap, and that is why they feel desperate, because the external circumstances are not in their command, and they feel that these situations are responsible for their thoughts. Reactive people make statements like, "I don't feel any love for my spouse any longer. I don't know what has happened." So what to do now? I'm just waiting for the love to come back. These poor people don't realize that love is not a feeling. Love is a verb. It's something that we do. To choose loving sentiments. That is the key. So let us try to be proactive in our life. Whatever your situation, whatever the sentiments you are experiencing, is there a higher sentiment that you can keep? Whatever your feelings, think, is there a higher feeling that I can harbor within myself? When you start doing that, you will start growing in your emotional quotient, which means mastery and understanding of your emotions. And then you will understand the import of the verse in the Bhagavad Gita. Uddhared atmanatmanam atmanam avasadhayet atmaiva hyatmano bandhur atmaiva ripuratmanah. Your mind can be your best friend, but it can also be your worst enemy. That is why uplift yourself by the power of your mind. Do not degrade yourself. So the message today on day 5 of this happiness challenge is to be proactive and to look inwards and see how we can make a quantum shift upwards in our emotions and our sentiments to take one step further in this mastery and ascendance of the mountain top of happiness. How do we proceed further on this journey? We will discuss tomorrow on day 6 when we talk about inspiration. Thank you.